And before we head out, Trevor, let's take a look at the full scoreboard from across West Texas this evening.
A lot of games going on. We'll start in 5A. Lee in triple overtime wins 30-24 over Coronado, and Midland on the road improves to 2-0 as well. They beat El Paso del Valle 21-13.
Yeah, the two Midland schools very impressive so far. Odessa also gets their first win of the year, 48-25. Permian also, that was a Thursday night final against the team from Washington Bethel. They win 39-21.
So all four 5As win tonight. Moving down to 3A again, Monahan's taking care of Sweetwater at Lobo Stadium 35-7. And Andrews and Coach Cordell open up the season 2-0. They win 20-7 over Plainview.
In 3A still, San Angelo Lakeview tops Fort Stockton 30-2, while Friendship is able to top Big Spring. Big rivalry game there. The 4A school wins 21-13.
Staying with the 3A scores, Greenwood getting a big win, moving to 2-0 with Coach Hanna 16-13. And Kermit and Pecos, it was 14-7 at the half, but that game was actually canceled because the Transformer blew out the lights.
I thought you said talking about the movie at first when you said Transformer, but nonetheless, we'll move on with scores. Seminole able to get their first win of the year after losing to Midland Christian last week by a score of 35-14 over Denver City.
Moving to 2A now, Kahoma at home taking care of Comanche. They win it 40-14. Meanwhile, Stanton taking care of Reagan County at home. They win it tonight 28-6.
And now moving down, still keeping it in 2A, actually, Sonora with the 49-26 win over Forsan, so a good win for Sonora as usual there. And Alpine gets another good victory, a blowout victory. That's almost a six-man score, Trevor, by a count of 57-14.
Moving on, 2A still in there. Colorado City Wolves tonight get a big win over Ballinger. Close one at home, 24-21 there.
And in 1A ranks, Ozona over Iran, as you mentioned, Trevor.
That's a big surprise there.
That's a good win there for Ozona. Certainly, Iran has high hopes for this year as they lose tonight, though, 19-7. And Wink able to top Jal from New Mexico just across the state border there. They win 41-6.
Good win for Wink, staying in 1A. One more game. The 1A ranks McCamey. The Badgers and Coach Molina. Big win over San Angelo TLCA tonight. 58-0. Another six-man-like score.
Yep, and in the TAPS ranks, Midland Christian goes to 2-0. They look very, very strong this year, starting out the season. As I mentioned, 2 wins, no losses, 36-16. They win.
Moving on to six-man scores now. Rankin, Midland Trinity, 2 local schools going at it. Rankin, big upset win. They win by 48 tonight, 56-8.
You really felt that score.
I did.
Throw a little behind it here. Let's move along. Garden City, the defending Division I state champs, 54. Sterling City, 30. So no harm, no foul, losing to the defending state champs there. And Sands also picks up a very handy victory, 54-8 over Guthrie.
Moving on, more six-man scores. Borden County, defending state champs, no problem with Harmony tonight, 64-0. And Westbrook at home against New Home, they win it 52-25.
And finally, Fort Davis 58, the Valley of
Christian Academy.
There you go. There's too many abbreviations in that title up there. 58-0, Fort Davis, another good victory.
And Sanderson, a district game at home against Buena Vista. Big district win there for the Eagles, 42-28 over Buena Vista tonight. And looks like, is that the final score we got for this evening? And this week, we debuted a new segment called Tech Time.
That's right, Trevor, which featured video interviews and previews of Texas Tech football. Of course, Tech opens up their season on Sunday afternoon at SMU, or against SMU, and I will be there getting all the highlights in action.
It's going to be fun out there.
It will be very fun. My first Big 12 game ever, so this should be very fun. Tune in to News West 9 at 10 tomorrow night with me and Lee.
Of course.
Yeah, and we'll have a preview of the opening game of the season, and then obviously on Sunday, we will also have full highlights, and Tech Time comes to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10.
Well, Lee, it's been a great night of action around the Permian Basin. We've hoped you've enjoyed the show tonight, both shows, actually.
Well, I've had a blast, Trevor.
I always do.
Absolutely. We're almost out of time here on Game Time, but we want to thank all the producers and photographers working overtime tonight. This, of course, wouldn't be possible without them.
They do a lot of good work. Also want to mention that the Rockhounds won tonight, clinching a playoff berth, and will start their series with Frisco at Frisco next Wednesday on the road. But we are out of time. For Lee Small, I'm Trevor Tankersley. We'll see you next Friday night on News West 9 Game Time.